Okay. What's good, everybody? This is your boy Qadam Rawchaa. Real quick, we're gonna explain what B.W.O is. What is B.W.O? Just so ain't nobody getting the wrong idea, wrong interpretation, you know what I'm saying, about what this is. Now, I was talking to the boy, talking to my Ash Rawchaa, or Ash Rawchaa, right, other day on the phone. He said, man, look, I got an idea. We was talking about feature songs and feature tracks and all that. That's my arc right there. He said, I want to do a documentary of truth artists, right? Showing how we smashing on the worldly artists and all that. I said, bet. Because I had a kind of idea to do the same type of thing. He said, yeah, I've been talking about this to other artists for a minute. I want to get that popping. I said, bet, man. So we thought of the artists to get on there, called the artists up, had a little meeting. You know what I'm saying? Cause we talked to the artists. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I want to do it. And be on the lookout for that. We're gonna have about 3-4 series of documentaries, putting the truth artists out there. We're gonna shout out other people with other talents, names, and all that on there too. It's gonna be real live. I had to edit it on there, real live, just to smash on these worldly artists, right? So I said, when everybody was on the phone, I said, you know, I've been thinking of doing a movement, because people respect movements. Our people are very swagged out people, stylish people. You know what I'm saying? They respect movements and things that look cool. If you look at when YMCMB, you know what I'm saying, Lil Wayne, Chris Brown, Nicki Minaj, Rick Ross, they did Drake, they did their whole little thing to where even though they weren't on the same record label, they was all coming together and shouting each other's names out, featuring each other on each other's tracks. And then before you know it, you turn on the top 10, them boys all top 10, you know what I'm saying? Each artist. So I say, I want to do something like a movement, because our people respect movements rather than just one individual. If you look at Lecrae and them, the Christian rappers, they got God Over Money, for Bizzle and all them. They wearing the God Over Money shirt. So I say, it's a bait, you know what I'm saying? Basically, it's a type of bait. So I was going to come out, I was going to call it the Higher Team, right? You know what I'm saying? Shout out GOCC. I called on the higher. I was gonna call it TAT, the higher team. But then I said, nah, I didn't want it to be so exclusive. I wanted it to be more broader scale than that. I said I want everybody to be able to be involved in this, because that would still be a division even under unity. So then I was gonna call it Brews under no, Brewed Up Click, Buck. You know what I'm saying? BUC, Buck, Brewed Up Click. I said, nah, that's kind of too niggerish. We not no clique, you know what I'm saying? We a nation. Then I'm gonna call it Brews Under Command, right? So you can have a shirt with Buck on there, like, yeah, we getting Buck. You know what I'm saying? But then we start throwing around names up in the little forum chat thing we had going on. And the brother Bravo, the one Bravo, shout out to my aunt, he say, let's call it what about B.W.O? Brew World Order. So everybody was like, man, that's live. B.W.O, Brew World Order. I say, bet. I say, so man, I'm finna get some shirts made so people can live this thing, represent this thing. Because why? Now, I understand that we ain't all calling the same names. You know what I'm saying? Some people call on Ohio, some people call on Woo-to-Woo. That's why I said you can get it with or without a higher on it. Now, I ain't finna put no other name on it. You understand? I can't do that. But I can put it with or without a higher on it. Because even Paul, you know what I'm saying, we all ain't calling the same thing right now. But if you can't get on a phone call or on Facebook with somebody and debate, and they bring precepts about this and I'm bringing precepts about this, and we can come to a mutual understanding. If you can't do that without cussing each other out and going back and forth and all this here, ain't never finna be no common ground met. You understand? Even Paul, when he was going to Athens, you know what I'm saying, in the book of Romans, all that, in the book of Acts, what was he doing? He was going in people's synagogues and showing them, look, this the correct way, right? For weeks and weeks at a time. You see what I'm saying? With the same individuals. Why? Because he cared about his people. And we are all lost. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be some type of unity. It has to be some type of way to come together. Now, people who ain't loving each other and who ain't down, you know what I'm saying? Just like 1 John chapter 3, 1 John chapter 4 say, them people ain't of the Most High. They of the devil. You see what I'm saying? But This is unity under here to show that what? We can come to some type of common ground so we can still have be a force. We have to come together in some type of way. Now, when you go out and when this thing get big, then what? The people who on the streets, the youth, right? It's more for the lost sheep. They gonna say, man, I see that on Facebook all the time. Man, I see people wearing that. Man, I see, what is that? What is B.W.O? That's bait. Like Christ say, you know what I'm saying? Forsake your nest, I'm gonna make you fishers of men. So now when they ask you that, boom, you whoop out the scriptures. You bust them upside the head with the scriptures. Oh, we Hebrew. You ain't know? You know what I'm saying? We woo-to-woo. You know what I'm saying? It's a bait. You understand? And then you give them your CDs. You giving them the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? It's a bait. Conversation starter. Man, what's B.W.O at your job? What's that? Oh, we Hebrews. You ain't know? Woo-to-woo. Let me show you something right quick. It's just a bait. Like you say, fishers of men. It's another type of bait on top of everything else you do, right? Even if you don't get no t-shirts, B.W.O, you can shout it out on your Facebook page. We out, you know what I'm saying? B.W.O. You can get your own shirt made with B.W.O on it. Now, I wouldn't recommend you selling it to a mass group of people because that's kind of like stepping on toes. You know what I'm saying? The shirts are $20 a piece plus $3 for shipping. That's the lowest I could get them. You know what I'm saying? Because I want them to look fly. Right? You want a shirt? Hit me in my inbox. Facebook, Qadam Rawchaa, QADAM RAWCHAA. Right? You can Facebook me, inbox that, or email to the same thing, QadamRawchaa@gmail.com. Get that sent out to you. You know what I'm saying? There's too many artists and all that to shout out. I'm gonna just shout out B.W.O. I'm gonna tell you, get in the group Brunity. You know what I'm saying? The brother Brian Mav started that. You know what I'm saying? Brunity. And that's about love right there. It's about coming together. And that's what that is. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my brothers, my sisters out there, the lost sheep, the woke sheep. You know what I'm saying? Kwam Yashala, Yashala Kwam. That's what it is. Love. B.W.O. Brunity. Brew World Order. Yeah.